All right, welcome back to the show, everybody. Sorry, I didn't know what to say there. Had something pop up on my feed that I wanted to check out real quick. Looks like it's been out for about 8 days. This is a video from Hoop Junkie, and it's called "Why NBA Fans Hate LeBron James." You know, it got my attention. So I like hearing other people's, other than myself, hearing their take on where it all went wrong for LeBron and why he gets all this negative attention, because you all know my opinions and I'll insert them in here as well. But it's cool to see fresh takes on this, because it seems like it's becoming more commonplace that a lot of people are just no longer defending him and going, oh, you guys are just haters. Now there's videos that are explaining, no, this is why. Like, this is why people don't like him. Most people won't come out and say this is why I hate him. Most people aren't crazy like me, but you know, as long as they do a video that's like broad saying this is why most people hate him, you know, this is how they justify it, at least that means that people are listening. Anyways, I hope you guys are having a good day so far. It's another hot one over here. I don't want to talk about the weather anymore, but go ahead and tell me about your awesome weather down below in the comments. That always cheers me up and makes me think about better places to be in the summer. But anyways, I'm gonna link the original video down below. This is Hoop Junkie. It had less than 1,000 subscribers, so this is one of those. If you guys enjoy this, I'm gonna subscribe, and I hopefully all of you guys, you know, subscribe over there, and we'll pump this channel. But let's see if we like it first. But yeah, like I said, I'm gonna link the original video down below, so you can check out the channel, subscribe, all that good stuff, depending on how we feel about this. Everybody else, please leave this video a like. It helps a ton, and I appreciate you guys every single time. All right, let's do this.
I am absolutely convinced about this topic.
James. Oh, rejected! The throw just got the king. There's a little soft there. And LeBron James on skates.
I hear it all the time, wondering why LeBron James is so disliked by so many. It's almost a mystery to them why a guy who's arguably one of the best players ever is met with such animosity. People just can't seem to wrap their heads around it. So today, we're talking about LeBron James and every reason why so many NBA fans just can't stand him. Now, for some of you, this might have started back when he was still in Cleveland. For others, it all began during the infamous summer of 2010. Remember that?
Yeah.
The decision? Yeah. That's when it got real for a lot of folks.
Yep.
But no matter when it started
me.
for you, I think we can all agree that LeBron is hated by a solid 90% of NBA fans. And the other 10%, well, let's just say they're probably Heat fans. And that term's a bit loose given all the bandwagon jumpers we saw back then.
Yeah, Hong Kong don't like him very much, but it looks like I was right on track with the majority of the people. For me, it was the summer of 2010 that did it for me. That I was just like, dude, I don't like what this guy represents anymore. You know, like, I just don't like this.
No matter how many games LeBron wins, how many stats he racks up, or even what he does to help kids and people in need, he is always hated by a huge number of people around the world. I thought about this a bit, and it didn't take long to figure it out. LeBron James is so hated by so many people.
He's always on the first page, you guys. I didn't make this up. I didn't make it up. Look.
About this a bit, and it
he's always
long to figure it out. LeBron
right there. He's always right there.
James is so hated by.
I didn't make it up. I swear. I don't know why he doesn't just start reading halfway through, because he's doing it for the publicity. Just try to convince us that you're like on the second chapter. Just try it for once.
So many people, because he's not seen as a loyal guy. Yes, that's right. That's the main reason people dislike him so much.
Yeah, that's where it started. Yeah. That is where it started. And he was also, as John Stockton said, he's not climbing up a mountain. He's taking a helicopter to the top of the mountain. And I agree with Stockton 100% on that statement. That's why we all looked at him funny. Like, what are you doing? You're cheating. Like, you're not supposed to do that. Come on, get Cleveland up that mountain. You know? Do it like all the other greats did. Get off the helicopter.
You can see where all this hate started. It all began with the decision. When he left Cleveland,
The decision.
the so-called king became a ring chaser, giving up his kingdom. Who does that? LeBron
Yeah.
started this whole trend of leaving if it gets too hard and joining another team to win a title.
I like that phrasing he put there. Cleveland was his kingdom. It's not, and also his hometown, but they gave him the keys to the place. You know, this is your kingdom. And he even used the terminology like my kingdom, the chosen one, the king. And then you just abandon your castle? Like you're going to abandon your kingdom? Why? Who does that? Like you said, who does that to go hang out at Dwayne Wade's castle? You know, and then infiltrate it and take it over just to leave that castle too and go back to his old castle. What the hell is this?
It's a trend that shows no love and true respect for the fans, the city,
Yep.
and the team you represent. We always remember and admire hard workers and loyal players who stick with their team through good times and bad.
Yep.
Look at Michael Jordan. He lost so many games at the beginning. He got his butt kicked for years, but finally got the help he needed and reached the top.
Yeah, 6 years worth of losses. 6 years worth of hate and doubters, people saying he can never do it. 6 years of that. And then he climbed to the top of the mountain. That's just part of the process.
He's admired for staying in Chicago and figuring out how to beat Magic and Bird,
Yep.
not how to join them. Kobe Bryant came into the league with Shaq on his team, making it a bit easier at first, but he also went through tough years in LA and never left, never gave up on his team. LeBron, on the other hand, lost a lot of respect when he left Cleveland to chase rings. There's no honor in that. There's no loyalty,
Nope.
no respect for his hometown and the fans who loved him.
Or the game, or accolades, and what they represent. You know, what the championship used to represent. You found a cheat code for it.
As a longtime New York Knicks fan, I admire Patrick Ewing so much more than LeBron because of his toughness and unbelievable loyalty to New York. Ewing never won a ring, came close a few times, but always poured his heart out and played through injuries.
Yeah, I like his reference to Ewing. For me, it's easier to just say Dirk. Dirk's one equates to more. It's more valuable, in my opinion, than LeBron's four. Any day of the week. Any day of the week, because he did it the right way. He climbed up the mountain, and he had haters and doubters and people calling him a playoff choker, and you name it. But Dirk stayed put, and he kept growing, kept getting better, kept fighting, kept climbing, and then eventually he won that against Lebowko himself, as this guy choked. So yeah, that one is. I hope he cherishes that championship because he really, really earned that one.
LeBron James will never be as loved and remembered by so many people as Jordan. He put rings above loyalty and honor.
Yep.
He sold out Cleveland, his hometown,
Twice.
to chase rings with friends.
Twice.
When he went back to Cleveland, maybe he understood his mistake. Yes, he got them a title this time, but he failed to present himself as a never quit, go through anything guy, because when things got tough, he bailed on them.
Again.
LeBron committed a cardinal sin before he even stepped onto an NBA court. He gave himself a nickname. Sure, he was a big deal back then, and everyone knew he was the next big thing in professional sports. But, to borrow a line from Uncle Ben in Spider-Man, with great power comes great responsibility. Even though he was fresh out of high school, LeBron should have understood that hyping himself up was not the way to go. Calling himself
Shoot, he didn't learn, he's still doing it.
King James was actually at odds with the philosophy he adopted, not the way to go. Calling himself King James was actually at odds with the philosophy he adopted with the Miami Heat.
Yeah.
The Heat took a shut him up with your play approach. The idea was to earn a nickname through performance, not through self-promotion.
Yeah.
Not only did LeBron model his pre-game routine after Kevin Garnett's, but he also looks like a 5-year-old playing with his mom's Johnson & Johnson powder. Is it necessary? No, not at all. Does it improve his game? Definitely not. So why does he do it? Because with LeBron, it's all about putting on a show. It's about being flashy and ostentatious.
What was that one? Is he throwing a temper tantrum in midair?
Because
Look at that. Just throw it down, big man.
LeBron, it's all about putting on a show.
Oh, yeah, he's
it's about
throwing a
being
temper
flashy
tantrum.
and ostentatious. To make my point, just look at his comments about the powder toss.
How have I never seen that clip? All right, just for that one, considering this is good production for less than 1,000 subs, man. You got a subscriber, Mr. Hoop Junkie. Yep. All right, let's keep going.
Before this year's playoff series against Boston, he said he wouldn't do his usual pregame routine because he wants to be more focused on the task at hand. So either his attention span is so short that a 5-second powder routine could throw off his game, or the powder toss is just for show.
It is. And if you're not going to do it, don't do it. Don't make a spectacle out of it. But you see what he did? He brought more attention to himself by saying, I'm not going to do that because that would draw attention to myself and take the focus off the game. So this is why I'd be showing that I'm like all focused and stuff. No, it's getting more attention on you, dipshit.
I'm leaning towards the latter.
He's the biggest clout chaser I've ever seen.
It's silly,
Oh my
unnecessary,
God.
and honestly a little bit played out. If you still watch SportsCenter, you've probably noticed it's broken down into segments.
Okay, real quick. Does anybody here actually watch SportsCenter anymore? I stopped so long ago. Do you guys still watch that stuff and believe it? Let me know. Comments.
30% highlights, 45% Brett Favre, and the remaining 25% for LeBron James. But now that
Wow.
Favre's retired, where's the 45% going? That's right, it's being redirected to LeBron and the Heat. It seems like every segment on SportsCenter is all about the Heat and Rachel Nichols. Isn't anyone else fed up with it? ESPN might as well rename itself James PN, a blend of James and ESPN.
Right.
And it's not just the segment.
Lay ESPN.
ESPN viewers get at least 2 LeBron-centric segments every SportsCenter.
Yeah.
And the Miami Heat even had their own tab on the bottom line, which is where scores are shown. Even though the tab says NBA and there are 10 other games happening, ESPN would focus solely on the Miami Heat score before moving on to another sport.
They still do that with the Lakers, even though the Lakers suck. That's one of the things that Charles Barkley keeps calling out when they cover or the topics are centralized around the Lakers. He pointed it out all season. He was like, why are we talking about that crappy team? You know, why don't we talk about the good teams? Why are we talking about the damn Lakers? He just wants somebody to say it because nobody will say it. Oh, it's because of LeBron. You know, nobody will say it. But we all know it. And Chuck knows it. He's tired of it.
Seriously? But that's not all. Have you noticed how LeBron plays are often overrated on the top 10 plays read?
Yep.
His plays are ranked higher just because he's LeBron
The same
James.
breakaway dunk every
If a player like Al
highlight reel.
Thornton makes a similar play, LeBron's version will always get a higher ranking simply because of his name. Don't believe me? Just watch any episode of SportsCenter.
No thanks.
And to top it off, James still gets more airtime than the Mavericks, despite the Mavs winning the finals. It feels like ESPN's coverage makes it look as if the Heat lost the finals, rather than acknowledging the Mavericks' victory. Over his 8-year NBA career, LeBron James has made his share of questionable comments, whether he's talking about how great he thinks he is, or how important he believes he is. James has often managed to put his foot in his mouth, but one comment stands out above the rest. All the people that was rooting for me to fail, at the end of the day, they have to wake up tomorrow and have the same life they had before they woke up today. They have the same personal problems they had today. I'm going to continue to live the way I want to live and continue to do the things that I want to do with me and my family and be happy with that. They can get a few days or a few months or whatever the case may be on being happy about not only myself but the Miami Heat not accomplishing their goal. But they have to get back to the real world at some point. This comment came right after the Game 6 loss to Dallas and shouldn't be mistaken for anything less than a direct jab at NBA fans.
Yep. I mean, the funny thing is like, I agree with the sentiment. Be yourself, do what you want to do. But yeah, when you just choked in the NBA Finals after saying that you're going to win 8 championships, there's a reason why. There's a reason why we all laughed at that. You just, not even a year ago, said, we're going to win 8 championships. Okay? Not only did we fast forward in time and you didn't win 8, you won 2. That first one, you choked it. You were the worst player on the court in the fourth quarter of those NBA Finals. So yeah, we thought it was pretty funny. Had you gone to Miami and not said you were going to win 8, all right, maybe we wouldn't all be laughing. But we were all freaking laughing, man. because you set yourself up. Same with this chosen one and the king stuff. Why you got to do that ahead of time? Crown yourself after you achieve something. Don't crown yourself before. Don't be born king. That's pretty lame. Go out there and earn the title. Then you're solid, man.
LeBron clearly put himself above the average person, dismissing fans' reactions and personal struggles. At the end of the day, as LeBron loves to say, he continues to handle his statements poorly, and now has taken aim at the fans. Here's another clear example of LeBron's issue.
I'm sorry. Can you guys imagine in a different reality if LeBron came in the league humble? Yeah, he still got a lot of attention, but he wasn't, tattooing chosen one, and he wasn't embracing this king role. And he came out and said, like, I got to earn that title. Don't give me that title yet. And then he plays hard, eventually wins a championship with Cleveland. Then he says, now I'm the king of Cleveland. Now I'm the king. That would be fucking epic. That would have been freaking epic in my mind. That's the way I always wanted it to play out for him. But nope. He was a king fresh out of high school. This is a problem.
He's dancing on the baseline during live play, not a timeout. Then he approaches Joakim Noah like Noah is at fault? Really? Noah was just defending his team against the disrespect of LeBron and his teammates. I've never seen Kobe or MJ act like that during a game. LeBron also mocked Dirk Nowitzki by faking a cough during the finals, despite scoring just 8 points in a loss.
Yep.
It's baffling why he'd choose to make fun of Dirk in that situation. Disregard for Cleveland. Let's talk about LeBron's disregard for Cleveland. From his first game to his last in Cleveland, fans treated him like a savior. They put him on a pedestal, loved him, and supported him like he was the second coming. And how did he repay them? By announcing his departure on a ridiculous 1-hour ESPN special. He took his talents to South Beach and drove a knife into Cleveland's back on national TV. While he had every right to leave as a free agent, the way he did it, turning into a 60-minute show about his greatness, was a slap in the face to Cavs fans.
It was, yeah. What did he achieve at that point? Jack shit. He didn't achieve anything at that point. No titles, nothing. So what the hell are we celebrating here? What is this hour special was so dumb. People don't like to talk about the fact that he left them twice, though. Everyone just focuses on 2010. He left them again. So it's almost like you ever have a friend who is stuck with they marry somebody and then it turns out she's cheating. So they split up and she runs off with this other dude, and is probably a rich dude or something like that. And then they run into money problems later on, and then she comes back to your friend. Begging your friend to take her back. Okay, so your friend happens to love this chick, so he takes her back, just like Cleveland loved LeBron. So and you're advising him like, dude, I don't know if this is a good idea. True colors are shown. So he takes her back. Reluctantly takes her back, and then after another couple years, then she goes back to her old ways and she starts cheating on him and runs off with another dude. So it happened twice. Just saying. It happened twice. It's not once. Once you can go, oh, maybe that was a mistake and this person learned from their mistakes, blah, blah, blah. No, it happened twice. 2 times. 2 times, LeBron. LeBron two-timer. LeBron. Sorry. Can I get it in the comments? Two-timer.
It was all about feeding his ego. Now, let's talk about the children involved. LeBron included kids in the background of the decision and donated proceeds to the Boys and Girls Club. But was it really an admirable gesture?
No.
Putting kids in the spotlight doesn't mask how self-centered he was. Donating money to a wealthy area like Greenwich, Connecticut was just a move to polish his public image.
Dude, just donate the money and make your announcement separate. Dude, do these things separately. Don't do them together.
LeBron should have kept his shirt and his ego in check. But hey, love him or hate him, there's no denying LeBron's talent and impact on the game. So what do you think? Do you love him, hate him, or somewhere in the middle? Let me know in the comments down below, and we'll see you next.
I always wonder how people end the video right on the second like that. That's hardcore. That's hardcore. Love him or hate him, acknowledge that he had an impact on the game. Yeah. I don't think he had a positive impact on the game, though. I really don't see the positive impact on the game. He kicked open the doors for this super team era now. You know, it's not about dynamic duos like it used to be. It's now about forming gigantic, monstrous teams, stacking the deck, taking the helicopter to the top of the mountain. It's not the same thing. It's not what sports is to me. Sports is about being the best, you know, and if it's a team sport, that means great leadership and informing a team to become the best. Not just about putting a couple of stars together, you know, stacking the deck that way so you can get a couple real quick until egos take over and then you break up. That's not what it is. It's about forming a team that can stick together for years. A la the Celtics back in the day, the Lakers, the Bulls, hell, even teams that didn't quite make it over the hump, like New York did it. The Pacers kind of did it. Who else? Who am I missing here? Denver seems like they're doing it right now, which is pretty cool. Dallas is growing. New York is doing some cool stuff. But, you know, the whole point is, like, you're supposed to build a team over time until it becomes successful. You get to the top of the mountain, and then you all stay up there. It's a team game. It's not about the individual. But with LeBron, it's all about him. So it's all about what does he have to do to get him at the top of the mountain. And then he'll stay up there for a little bit and then run away. And then he'll try and find another helicopter to take him straight to the mountain. It's not taking his team to the top. The helicopter is just a one-seater or a two-seater. He's got his pilot and he's got himself, you know, and he's going to go up to the top and then ditch everybody. That's not the way to do it. What kind of king is that? I don't want him ruling my town. Like, no way. I'm just glad he's not here in Arizona. Sorry, all y'all in LA. It's definitely some rough times out there, and it's only gotten worse with Bronny and everything. So good luck to you guys. I hope you enjoyed this one. Once again, this was a video by Hoop Junkie. Very small channel. Let's go blow it up. Let's go blow up that channel. Let's get him some subscribers, and let's go check out some videos. Let him know who sent you, huh? All right. Guys, I'll see you tonight for the After Dark. Thanks for watching with me. Subscribe to the channel if you want more content like this. Like the video to push it out there. And, yeah, I appreciate y'all. I'll see you later tonight. Peace out.